What's going on, Alabama fans? This is Brandon, aka Fresh, dropping another video, and I already gave y'all one already, but I had to jump on again. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit the like button, smash the like button. I told y'all fall camp is starting, so we 150 likes, guys. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's go. All right, guys. Oh, is this not the most enjoyable time of the year? I mean, here we are, fall camp. The talking is already commenced. And I'm talking about Tyler Booker, Alabama offensive lineman, came to the podium and dropped some absolute bars. I'm talking about just music to Alabama fans' ears.
We want to make people quit this year, and there's no better way to do that rather than to run the ball. You know, so we're going to run the ball this year. We're going to pass the ball as well because we have a lot of talented guys at receiver. We have a lot of guys that can throw the ball very well. So just having that run-first mentality as an offensive line, that just gets us going because we want to make people quit.
I already know y'all out there, when y'all first saw it and you heard it, you did a nice little dance. You probably just couldn't keep your composure because these are words that y'all have been waiting to hear for a long time. Felt like it's been a long time since you've heard it. He said, we're going to make people quit and we're going to run the football this year. Like, that is going to be what we do. That is going to be how we're going to dominate. And how long has it been since you have heard an Alabama player say that? I've been saying it I feel like I've been saying it all summer. You're hearing, guys like Malachi Moore say all 11 to the ball. You're hearing a player say we want to dominate this year. We're coming back with the standard. Like, these are their words. These aren't my words or some other fan or some other pundit or anybody else. These are their words. When is the last time we have heard this? I don't recall. It's been a long time. And I think that they're getting sick and tired. They've gotten sick and tired of the fans, the critics, the reporters, whatever you want to call them, basically saying that Nick Saban's lost his edge, that Alabama's lost its edge. And I don't know what this is going to mean, if this is going to translate to anything on the field. But the fact that they're saying it, the fact that their body language, all of the above is in representation of what the sentiment is. That's something that is really good if you're an Alabama fan. You want to hear Nick Saban say, yes, no, he always says, I like the team. Well, for the most part, he says that. But you want to also hear everybody on the same page. Everybody speaking the same language. That's what makes, not just for Alabama, but for any team. You want to hear those things, and whether they can execute it on the field, that's another story within and of itself. But what I like is that the message is out there. So now you already know, they already know. Alabama fans, y'all are going to hold them accountable. If they're saying, yeah, we're going to be tougher, we're going to bring more physicality, we're going to bring the Alabama standard back, and everybody's saying it, it's not just one or two people. I felt like last year you heard it from like a couple people. I'm not sure if you really believed it or not. I think Alabama fans wanted to believe that the standard was back. However, when you have, I feel like I've been, picking on him so long, but when you have like Pete Golden as your play caller, as your defensive coordinator, I don't think you could really buy everything that was being sold. I wasn't buying it as much as, the Alabama fans may have wanted to believe that, because I knew who was controlling the defense. I knew who was Alabama's offensive coordinator. And I've already explained and expressed my thoughts on both of those individuals. And the fact that Alabama, Nick Saban's standard has always been, it's never changed. I think that he tried to want to change a little bit with the times too much, but still kind of forgetting where he came from, if y'all feel what I'm saying. And where he came from was a mantra of controlling the ball on both sides of the line. Control it and dominate the line of scrimmage and play hard-nosed defense. Don't make too many mental errors. Affect the quarterback, but also control the line of scrimmage on the offensive side as well. Yes, it's great to score points in bunches, but you also want to make people quit. You also want to kill people's will. And that's what Alabama was known for. You remember the 2008 clip of Nick Saban before LSU played, saying we're gonna make them quit. Like, that's 15 years of what Alabama has been known for. And he says that's our MO. That's what we do. We make them quit. It's hard to make people quit when you're scoring in 5 seconds. And don't get me wrong. If you score in 5 seconds, you score in 5 seconds. But that's not what Alabama has been built on. And I think Nick Saban kind of got away from that. You know, you kind of started hearing him speak some of this soft language. You know, you can't really stop these offenses nowadays. The rules are created to make it easier for them to score. It makes it harder for us on defense. So, you know, you got to play a certain way. You got to recruit a certain way. These kids, they this, that, and the third. And it's like, well, they don't have to be. I've said it before. You heard former players, they've come on this platform saying, we don't know this guy. We ain't never heard this guy. They got players coming out with different color mouthpieces. Everybody's not matching. This is not what we know. We don't know who this Nick Saban is. Why is he letting these players just do whatever they want to do? That's not the Alabama standard. That's not what this process that he spoke about was about. So now, whether or not that type of stuff still, you know, happens, whether armbands and a little extra swag that some of these players are starting, I don't know. If he's changed with that, that might be one thing. But if the standard is coming back with just how you play, that's to be determined. But the fact that the language, everybody's on the same page, from the coordinators to the head coach to the players, all the above, everybody is saying the same things. That is something that is very good to hear. And you're hearing it from the right people as well. You're hearing it from the guys that are in the trenches, on the offensive line, the defensive line. And you also want to make sure that the leaders are speaking that as well. But J.C. Latham, he looked right in everybody's eyes at media days, and he told them, hey, we about to handle some business this year. Y'all gonna feel us this year. Y'all gonna feel some form of domination if I got anything to say about it. And that's essentially the sentiment that I felt from him. Now, what I would love to see even more is see that play out on the field. I want to see if somebody gets false starts or offsides and, you know, penalties. Nick Saban doesn't like the dead ball penalties and stuff like that. Things that are mental errors. Those absolutely irk him to the core. I want to see if Alabama players are going to check each other. Didn't really feel like I've seen that in a few years. Nobody really get into people's faces. I know there's viral clips of Alabama players like shoving each other on the sideline, but where's that been at? Like, seriously, you don't want players acting a fool on the sideline, but you need people to check each other. You need people to police themselves. Is that going to be this team this year? Have they gotten tired of Georgia being the new standard? Because that's really what it is. You got to call a spade a spade. Georgia is the new standard as it stands right now. Kirby Smart has proven that. He's taken what he learned from Nick Saban and he's applied it, and you're starting to see it manifest itself into back-to-back national championships. And if Rohan Davey is correct on a highly motivated and highly pissed off Nick Saban, we're about to find out. Is this going to carry over to the rest of the program? You already know the fans are waiting. The fans are definitely highly motivated. The fans are definitely highly pissed off. So I'm expecting Brian Denny to be absolutely rocking for all the home games this year. I expect Alabama to get back to what it used to do, get out there on the road and let people know that, Alabama is a traveling fan base. Alabama does do well and does make its home crowd a competitive advantage. Because if you talk to some fan bases, they're there, but we don't really feel them. They out there. They don't start standing up till, the game is tight. You go to some opposing fan bases, they standing up, screaming and yelling and cussing and all that type of stuff from the kickoff to the last whistle. Felt like Alabama fans got a little spoiled, if I'm just being honest. So we'll see. But I do like what is being put out there into the masses. I love the language that is being thrown out there. I love the camaraderie that everybody is on the same page. And as we continue to get these updates from the practices and the press conferences, and you're hearing from Nick Saban say these things, and you got a scrimmage that comes up here soon, all of those will be kind of sorted out. And then we'll find out come Middle Tennessee, first game of the season. All right. Well, let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what y'all think about what Tyler Booker and what these players are saying. Drop a comment below. Please do that. Whether I comment or not, I do read them and I do like what people say one way or another. I just love the discourse. Love to see fans, talking amongst each other and providing their own takes as well. Make sure if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button, smash the like button. 150 minimum, 500 is the key number. Really want 1,000, but I'm gonna be nice. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell, please. Like us on or follow us on our other social media channels, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Get yourself a subscription to touchdownalabama.com. Show your support on all levels that we have. Download our app as well, Apple Store, Google Play Store. Make sure you do that as well. I have nothing else for y'all. I'll be dropping them all season long, guys. I ain't going nowhere. This is Brandon, aka Fresh, signing off.